This fucking thing done drying yet? Should be. Excellent. Howdy ho, Facebook. I wouldn't go any skinnier on the wands than this just because it'd be too thin. But notice it's got a little bit of bend to it, and putting the paint on it hardened it up nicely. It be done drying. Now it needs a handle. Normally I don't work on the weekends when I'm making wands, but man, just for the sake of being ahead on schedule, let's sit here and get the handle tied on there. So, yeah, there we go. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of drama. So, like, if my friends are going through some personal shit, then I'm going to remain neutral. That's the best way to do it, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you're better off just staying out of things. Okay, there we go. We got the start on that handle. Excellent. This is pretty much the same step that I did on YouTube. And like I said, on YouTube, it doesn't matter how you rack your handle. It is your wand, but I'm going for a certain look with my wands and a certain quality, so yes, I'm going to wrap it a little bit tighter so that it gives it more of a handle. And then, there we go. It's a fine Sunday early evening. While the wand handle's drying, I'm gonna take a quick shower. But I'll do that after I'm done Facebook Living. There we go. Now when I hold this wand in my hand, it feels like I'm holding a wand. The handle actually feels very wand-like. I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Now the next step into doing this, we're going to need super glue. Let's see. You need your clear drying Gorilla Glue. This stuff is excellent for making wands, both crystal and non-crystal. Because when you glue the crystal into the scepter or the staff, and the glue dries clear, it actually looks like it's just floating in the hole, believe it or not. So it looks way cool. I don't make scepters or staffs too often for Etsy just because they cost more to make and more to ship. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Gorilla Glue and place it on the knot that has the excess. You want to put the gob of Gorilla Glue right there on that knot where that excess is. And then you take it over to the vice clamp. And just squeeze the wand onto that knot where that glue's at. And then clamp it into the vice clamp like so. And you don't have to go too hard with it, just enough for it to hold in place. There we go, and just like that. Just like that. Now, once the glue is done being used, be sure you recap it because this Gorilla Glue is rather expensive. Now, to show you an example of what I mean by it dries clear, I'll grab my scepter. This right here is my favorite wand in my collection, and for good reason. These are the scepters that I make for Etsy. Handmade crystalled scepters. And there was some leather right here where it X's. You see that on the handle that was kind of moving around? So right when the blood moon was happening, I took some Mod Podge and I put Podge on the handle right here so that it dried with the rest of it, keeping that pattern going. And this thing was difficult to finish. You know what I'm saying? The crystal popped out and I had to glue it back into place. And the second time I glued it back into place, I let the glue dry around the crystal before I wrapped the copper wire very tightly around the base of it. And then I put a bunch more glue right there between the crystal and the copper wire. And that seems to be holding it in place quite nicely. Now, what kind of crystal is this? This is a quartz crystal. It's a smoky garden shaman quartz crystal. And yeah, the crystal chooses the scepter after all. And not only did this crystal fit the best when I picked it out, but you look at this thing, man. I mean, it just looks so badass on this. Yeah, these things take for freaking ever to make, dude. That's no lie. I was going to carve this for Etsy, but then the journey it took me on when I carved it, it called out to me and it said, "This is yours. This is the last wand in my collection." And this thing is pretty bad to fuck ass. It is a good song title, but I'm being serious. When you look down into, oh, watch it. You see that chi just fly off the end of my quartz? Hell yeah. That's real magic right there, people. Y'all saw that on camera. That's legit. But here's the thing of it. Like I said, when you look down in there, all that glue around the edge of it, you know what I'm saying, holds it in place. Y'all saw that, right? Like when I was holding my scepter and a little spark of light came shooting out the end of it. That's real magic. Live on Facebook. Like, I've been trying to channel my chi through my wands and to create that effect, and lo and behold, I have figured it out. Yeah. Hell yeah. Now, for those of you who order a CobraCraft wand, mind you, these things are primed and ready for channeling chi. Now, the reason why I have the trash can underneath my vice clamp is so if there's any excess Gorilla Glue, it drips into the trash can. But I didn't put a whole shit ton on there, just enough to seal the knot, because then once that's done, all you gotta do is take the excess leather and trim it off flat so that all that's left is the knot covered in dry glue, and then you podge the whole thing and let it dry, and boom, there you go. Simple as that. Now lately I've been podging my hands, podging the wands by hand is what I meant to say, just because it saves time. I mean, I could use like paintbrushes and sponges and this and that to do it, but you know, it just, no. No, no. Because then the brushes get covered in podge. Even when you wash them out, eventually they just cake on. And it's one less supply to buy to make them. So it saves me a couple bucks just podging them by hand. And to be quite frank, washing Mod Podge off my hands is rather easy. Nice pipe smoker hands. Now, when you smoke a tobacco pipe, your hands are going to get dirty. It is what it is. But the convenience of smoking a pipe versus a cigarette is you get more flavors to choose from, and it'll keep your hands warm in the wintertime if you're walking around outside. And then your bowl's nice and hot from smoking a good bowl of pipe tobacco. You can hold it between your hands. And not only that, but with a pipe, you don't have to ash it all the time. With a cigarette, you're constantly needing an ashtray or something, so ash gets everywhere when you smoke cigarettes. But you notice when you smoke a pipe, all the ash is in your bowl. So that way, when you're done, all you gotta do is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? I'll still smoke them, but I'm more of a fan of pipe tobacco, to be honest. To be brutally honest, like, I still smoke cigarettes, yes, but not as often. I'm more of a, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of a pipe tobacco fan, to be honest. Just because cherry pipe tobacco is so fucking good, dude. Oh. I might consider making a trip to the Ash cigar store tomorrow. Because I want to go to cash my check. I got to put some money back in my account. That's already the first priority. And after that, then boom, I'm golden. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it'd be fun to have all the money, but, you know, here's the thing of it. You got to be responsible. You got to be responsible. When you dip, what kind do you like? I like Grizzly. Copenhagen Wintergreen, Copenhagen Mint, Skull Peach, Skull Cherry, Red Man, Levi Garrett. What's the other one? Beach Nut, you know. Those are all pretty good chews. Red Man chew's delicious, though. That's old school chew, baby. The stuff in the circular can, that's moist snuff. That's different. Now, Red Man is real chewing tobacco because you gotta chew it into a wad to stick into your lip. But that's the thing about chewing too, is you may not have to ash, but then you gotta spit. So get yourself a mud jug. Oh yeah, I still have the mud jug the fan sent me. Peace through superior firepower. Okay. Now, hypothetical, what if you're at a party and a bunch of people are drinking, having a good time, everyone's of age to drink and fornicate, and you're all being responsible about it, right? You get with the chick at the party, y'all start fucking, and then halfway through she says stop. What do? You stop. That's just the right thing to do. Now, if you didn't want to fuck that person to begin with, then why'd you let them start? You know, if you're just going to say stop halfway through, then you're better off just saying no. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. From both a guy's and girl's perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, women love getting dick just as much as men love getting pussy. Let's get that out of the way right now. Unless you're into the same team, and then that's different. But it's still beside the point, dude. Still beside the point. That being said, you know, Could you imagine, ladies, you're getting the best dick of your life. You haven't been laid in a long time. And the dude just stops halfway through and says, I can't. I'm in love with this other chick, and then just walks out. And didn't even give you the chance to fucking finish. You'd be sitting there going, oh. I know a lot of women would be sitting there going, then why the fuck did he fuck me in the first place? Right. But then when that same scenario, if a guy complains about not being able to finish, he's a pig. I mean, men and women are held to the exact same standards and then bitch about it when the other one does it. It's quite ironically delicious. Both men and women are held to the same bullshit standards in society, just in different variants, you know. Men are told to toughen up, you know, and women are told, oh, you gotta be tougher than men. You gotta show those boys, you know, that blah, blah, blah. And right off the bat, you're already pinning people against each other. Yeah. You know, this age-old cliche of the battle of the sexes crap. Unfortunately, a lot of people are conditioned into that at a very, very young age. You know what I'm saying? And it creates so much problems in our society later on. It makes people very competitive with each other. Now, case in point, Facebook, you look at advertising on TV, everyone's competing for your money. You know what I'm saying? This whole battle of the sexes thing, okay, it's fun to have a friendly competition every once in a while, but outside of that, when women are not getting paid the same amount of rates as men, that's bullshit. When driving insurance rates are higher for men than they are for women because statistics show that men are unsafe drivers. That's the kind of sexist crap that really fucking gets me, man. Like, how is it that women are not paid the same as men when they get the same amount of work experience? Like, that's bullshit. And we've seen women put makeup on while they're driving, which isn't very safe. So people can be unsafe drivers, you know what I'm saying? But insurance companies are lazy. Car insurance companies are lazy. Let's just go off the age-old statistic that men got to show off their cars and blah, 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 blah. Now, I guarantee you, if driving insurance rates were higher for women, they'd fight to have it changed, and they get it. You know what I'm saying? Women fight for equality. If men try to get equality, they get told, well, you don't know how it is, so suck it up, you pussy. Oh, you crying because you're not getting treated fairly? Oh, boo-hoo. You better check your privilege, you white male. So women, at least be grateful that if you complain about something, it gets changed. If men complain about something, they're going to look at you and laugh. They're going to look at you and laugh. They're going to look at you and laugh. Now, once this wand is done drying on the glue, I trim the excess off on the leather, and then I podge it. The first batch, the first wand in the batch I made is the parlor wand, and you can see why it's called that, classic magician's wand. And if I can, I'll make these ends glow in the dark. Now, trust and believe. Trust and motherfucking believe. This wand right here, yes. You charge the ends with natural light. It could be natural or artificial light. The kitchen light, the sunlight, it don't matter. This shit glows in the dark, son. Trust and believe. Now, if I have the glow-in-the-dark spray paint to make this happen for this kind of wand, then it will happen. But yeah, This would be about as thick as I would go on a wand. Any thicker than this, and it's too much. Now compared to my wand, it's about 2 to 3 times thicker, but not too much thicker. And this would be about as fat as I would make it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go any fatter on the wand. Makes it like short and kind of stubby. At least you know it won't snap in half very easily. Now the skinnier ones, yeah, I'd be careful with these because if and like some of these are gonna be like pocket size, you know, for the everyday traveling wizard or witch, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it helps to have a pocket size wand. It makes it easier to carry and easier to wield. And sometimes people have smaller hands, so making smaller wands actually is a awesome idea. But then sticks like this, for instance, could probably make 2. If I snip it in half right there. There we are. That one could probably make 2 as well. I know for a fact this one could also make 2. Now, while the glue dries on that handle, I'm going to cut these sticks down so that way they can be carved. There we are. Get off of it, you bastard. There we go. Cool. That way, while the others are drying, I can get this process up and going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, and 16. There we go. Yeah, there'll be 16 wands in this next batch. right? Exactly. One person comments in the chat, problem solved. At my job, steelworkers union, everyone is paid the same. Problem solved. Right? And that's just the thing of it. Is if people got together and realized that, okay, life sucks because everything costs money, and you know what? Why would you have a problem with a woman making the same amount of money or more money than you? When if you're with that woman and it's a team effort, it helps pay for the bills and it gives you money for extra things. You know what I'm saying? So why would you be upset about that? That's why I don't get when some males feel threatened by the idea of a female making the same or more money. It's like, dude, it's 2018. It's almost 2019. Okay, you need to get with the times, man. Now, if everyone worked like that to a degree, now I understand why some companies don't do that, because then it shouldn't be fair that one person's getting paid the same as the other person when one person's had more experience. So in some jobs, yes, it's understandable. In some jobs, you'll get paid more for having more experience. That's understandable. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, that shit gets down that low. Yeah, hold on. I got an idea. Yeah. You, come here. But that's okay, it never does. Look, ladies and gentlemen of the Facebook jury, how goes it today? I want to show you how to make some deliciousness. You got your bowl full of double chocolate brownie crunch cereal. It's already got marshmallows and brownie pieces in it. You know what I'm saying? And you take your Jif creamy peanut butter. Oh yeah, that's good. This is good peanut butter. I like Skippy, but Jif's where it's at. And you take a dollop of peanut butter and I want to put it right on top of the cereal. Oh, just like that. Now, if you're putting this on top of your cereal, people are probably going to look at you like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Being all weird and shit. Now, but you take your peanut butter and put it on top of your brownie crunch cereal. I don't mind getting pipe ash on my cereal because, quite honestly, I smoke a pipe anyway, but I'm just saying. Get it on there. Sometimes it needs a little. I need a little bit of reinforcement, yeah. And try to, if you can, spread your peanut butter all over the top of your cereal. Get it out of there. Yeah, that's good peanut butter. All right, so once you've gotten the peanut butter on top of your cereal, you know, take it and kind of try to mix it around in the bowl and onto your clump of cereal here and kind of spread it around and mix it around. Now I'll put this away. Now look out, because this little bastard is going to go in the microwave. 2 34-second bursts should do it, which is about 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. So do it for like 68 seconds. Now you let that do its thing. Stick it in there for like 68 seconds, which is 34 plus 34 is 68. And when it beeps at us, we'll take it out of the microwave, get a clean fork to it, and show you what that shit look like. Callum says they sell this cereal at my Walmart. I was surprised because I live on the east coast of Canada. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now that was just enough just enough to melt that peanut butter. Yes. And then I'm going to take all that melted peanut buttery goodness and mix it around. Nope. The cereal's that good. I'm not bullshitting you. No, but I didn't get a whole bunch of peanut butter on there, but just enough to cover it a little bit. And that's what that looks like right there. You don't even need milk. Just a little bit of peanut butter in the microwave. Sugary goodness. Exactly my point. Non-brand cereal is often a lot cheaper. You get more for your buck. Well, hell yeah. All my Canadian fans living out on the East Coast can get this cereal. No, the peanut butter is pretty much melted all over the top of it, and as soon as you mix it around with what little I had in there, it eventually spreads to every piece. And while it's cooling down, just kind of, yeah, mix it around. There we go. Here we go. And as soon as I mixed all that cereal together, there we go. Look at that. That helps spread the peanut butter on there very nicely. Boom. All you basically need now is a lot more butter and some more marshmallows. And you can make these into Rice Krispie cereal bars, basically. Oof, look at that. Oh, that look good. Hot. Oh. Yeah. Of course, if you wanted to add milk to this, you probably could. More than likely, I know you could. It'd probably make it one dank-ass bowl of cereal. The milk cooled off after you mixed it up. Yeah, but this brownie crunch cereal with the peanut butter on it, that's dank as fuck. Hot. It's still pretty warm from the microwave, but yeah. I mean, if you haven't tried this combination yet, you people are missing out. The chocolate from the brownie and then mixed with the peanut butter, and it tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup with marshmallows and brownies in it. No bullshit. And this right here is just one of those simple little 2-ingredient microwave, you know, bachelor food type thing. I don't know too many people that would get upset by peanut butter and chocolate. I'm just saying. I had to block some asshole talking shit earlier on Facebook Live, and it's quite funny because he's like, "Oh, you can't sing worth a shit." And I'm just like, "Yeah." And do you post videos of yourself singing? No, the fuck you don't. Yeah, but be careful doing this because you don't want to overcook your cereal and have it burnt in the microwave. So you're better off just doing it 34-second bursts in 2 of them instead of doing the full 64. But I only got like 1 little burnt piece in there, which wasn't that bad, but still. And this right here is junk food at its finest. Well, at least the peanut butter has protein to it. Would it be good with jelly? Let's find out. Putting peanut butter and jelly on cereal. That's a little weird, but why not? Let's give it a try. Hold on, let me clean my fork. It's my jar of jelly, so I don't give a fuck. Do like a little bit. Someone asked, would it be good with jelly? Well, let's find out. Doesn't hurt to find out. Do like a little bit more here, kind of. Yeah, not too much, but just enough to, yeah, get on it, you bastard. There we go. Would this concoction be good with jelly? Well, let's find out. Put a little bit of jelly in that cereal with the peanut butter and mix it up. I don't know, man. This looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll mix it around real quick. Give me something to do while I'm waiting for that, you know. during the week, I'll be making more wands, obviously, like more like 2 or 3 at a time if I can. But here's that same cereal with the jelly on it, or some grape jelly from Smucker's. Let's see how I do. Dude, glad you asked that question, because Gothic King Cobra is here to answer your weird questions. That's actually really good with the jelly, I'm not gonna lie. That just adds a whole other layer of flavor to it, dude. Now, so this is the kind of shit people are gonna watch and go, what in the fuck, dude? This motherfucker be putting peanut butter and jelly in his cereal. Yeah. Dude. No, it tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup with peanut butter, jelly, and brownie and marshmallow. Like all at once. Yeah, it's a little weird, but this is certainly not the weirdest thing I've made. Oh, yeah. You didn't even need to microwave it the second time, because once that peanut butter is all gooey and melted, and yeah. Fucking pour some milk on that bitch after you put the jelly on there. Oh, look out. Peanut butter jelly brownie blast. I cleaned the bowl out, so that's how you know it's good. And let this little stinker soak. Smooth move, X-Lax. Just coming from Stupidville. One second, I'm gonna dry my hairs and get some water out. Yeah. For just your convenience, junk foodie. Oh man, I don't even want to know the calories in that, and I don't care because that was good. Someone in the chat was like, I wonder if it would taste like with jelly, and I'm like, well, let me answer that for you. Fucking dank. Do I have any Jack Daniels? At the moment, no, I do not. I might get some tomorrow for later in the evening, depending on, we'll see how things are going. But you gotta have priorities and responsibilities. Ooh. Adding peanut butter and jelly to that made that cereal 10 times more filling. But and the best way to maximize your nicotine deliverance is to hold the smoke in until there's none left. Got me wizard's pipe ready. Be making some bloody wands for another batch. Yeah, that's just about empty. I need to push that down into the bowl and give it a stir. You're sitting there going, how come you're not getting big old rips? And then it's like, wait a second. Try pushing it down, stirring it, and see what happens. There we go. Have I checked my YouTube live recently? Can't say that I have, Governor, but it would not hurt to check. Let's see. Well, I like the looks of that. Looks like I'll be able to make some money on YouTube again. Guess what? I got YouTube live privileges back. Oh, glorious. Despite recent copyright strikes I've gotten for singing songs on YouTube. Yo. They were like, yeah, but we'll let them off with the warning, yo. Most excellent Facebook. Give me a second here to, I'm gonna end this here video, and I'll get back with you in a second. About to go live on YouTube.